Each week, American History TV's Real America brings you archival films that provide context for today's public affairs issues.
There's a tense feeling in the air. I remember how it all began, so quietly. A few solitary men climbing the hills, crossing the fields. A geologist searching for clues in the shape of a valley, the composition of a stone, the fossil of a leaf that was green at the time of the dinosaurs. And then the seismograph crew coming in to map the underground, drill a hole and drop a dynamite charge. The shock waves going down to hit the buried layers of stone and bounce back to be recorded on sensitive instruments. By then, we all knew what they were doing. The object of their search was oil. Hard to imagine that somewhere 1,000 miles across the continent, men were adding years of scientific research, checking reports, approaching a decision that might open a new world on our doorstep.
From all of our available data, I'd say that this is it. East of Williston here, south of Tioga, in the southwest of 6, 155.95, there's a fair chance of striking oil in a number of reservoir rocks.
Nights back in town, a group of us began getting together. Store owners, doctors, lawyers.
All right, maybe it will all come to nothing. Maybe it's just another false alarm. All I'm saying is, it's important that we plan a little, just in case.
Plan for what?
Housing, office space. We're liable to have 50 companies, a couple thousand newcomers overnight.
What about health facilities? We're overcrowded at the hospitals as it is.
I can tell you that if they strike oil, it'll be the biggest thing that ever hit this state. It'll be the frontier all over again. New folks rolling in.
And their children. Who knows how many? Do we have room for them in our schools? What is this oil? What happens when they find it? A wild scramble, boom, and bust? What happens? I don't know. I'm just asking. I want to know.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I move we set up a...
We ended up by forming a Citizens Petroleum Committee to work with the oil companies and get the facts, to make a survey of the town and find out exactly what facilities we had. Waiting. Waiting. Each of us with his hopes, his secret dreams. They flashed the word from the field to the production office at Williston, and from there to the central office in Oklahoma. Day and night, our little telephone board was lit up like a Christmas tree. Calls from New York, California, Houston. Bit by bit, we began to realize how big a thing this was. A river of cars came pouring in from every corner of the country.